Hello, and this is Theme Park Squib, and we are back. 2018 show is starting today, and I can't wait to bring this back. It's been such a long break, as I do a break over winter because it's quite a quiet period. We had loads of news released, so that news will be covered today, and some of the favourites from last year's sections of the show will be coming. So let's get into news. Today in news we have some big stories. Thorpe Park have now announced that this year will be the year of The Walking Dead. So that will involve some events across the year, and the headliner, Walking Dead, the ride, which is a retheme of the X roller coaster into a Walking Dead theme. It will now have a new height restriction of 1.4 metres. The events across the year: in May half term, Living Nightmare Extreme will be the Fright Nights scare maze, Living Nightmare, but coming back even extreme. I did enjoy Living Nightmare. It was my favourite Walking Dead maze, but not my favourite maze at the event, but it's going to be even more extreme for this event. Then selected weekends in May and June, they have Apocalypse weekends, which I don't know what these are going to be, but you do get an exclusive pin badge at the end of it, some survival type thing around the park. Then the final Walking Dead related event is through the 6 weeks of summer, there will be Zombie Hunt, which I think is going to be zombies are going to jump out at you. You're going to be armed with a laser gun, like laser tag, and then shoot targets on them. It's going to count up at the end. But other events there, it will be open till 10 at night in the summer holidays on Thursday, Fridays and Saturdays. That is fantastic. I do want to check that out. Doing late night riding when it's not Fright Nights, or I'm in mazed queues. It'll be fantastic doing that on a night in summer in the dark, run some of your favourite rides. Also, Fright Nights will be returning. Yes, that returns every year. And there will also Saw Alive will be opening for the 6 weeks of summer, which is amazing. Another scare maze, but will that take away from Fright Nights? Having loads of scare mazes open throughout the year, will it take away from Fright Nights being so unique? But Fright Nights was really good last year. I found it amazing. The biggest news over the last few weeks has been Disneyland Paris announcing the Disney Studios revamp, basically, into new areas. We did get announced when I was actually travelling up to Disneyland Paris. Check out the videos. We were announced that Rock and Roller Coaster will be closing to get a Marvel retheme. Then a few weeks later we have the whole plan mapped out. Tower of Terror staying, Toon Studios staying the same, Studio One staying, the Ratatouille Courtyard staying, and Toy Story Playland is staying. Luckily the Tower of Terror is staying. I thought that would be Guardians of the Galaxy, but it's not. But where Rock and Roll will not be the only Marvel attraction, as the whole backlot area and a bit of production courtyard, with Cinema Geek hosting a new Marvel show this year, and Stitch Live and Disney Junior Live buildings becoming part of this Marvel area, added onto the backlot, as well as Rock and Roller Coaster being confirmed. I reckon we know that Cinema Geek this year is getting replaced by a brand new Marvel show. Where's Stitch Live and that? I think that's where you're going to be able to meet some of your favourite Marvel characters. And where, we know that Rock and Roller Coaster will still be a roller coaster. I know the restaurants will be rethemed in there. But Armageddon, I think that will be a Guardians of the Galaxy attraction because it fits that. And I reckon they're going to remove Light Action Motor Stunt Show to make way for that Ant-Man shooting dark ride that's coming to Hong Kong, I think it is. I think it's Hong Kong. Yeah, it is Hong Kong. And they are removing a ride, the Studio Tram Tour. I love that ride. I had a bit of an issue on it when we were there in February, where I got evacuated off it at the halfway point because the truck in front of broke down. That is going to be removed for a massive new area. First Toy Story Playland will be extended with the Alien Swirling Saucer attraction from Florida. Nice expansion to that area. But then it's going to go out onto a new massive lake, which I think will have a nighttime show on. But this lake will be a pathway to 2 new areas, Star Wars Land and Frozen Land. That is going to be amazing, those 2 areas. Frozen Land's already actually coming to Hong Kong Disneyland as a Fantasyland expansion. But this one's going to be a whole new area, and then Star Wars Land coming, which I really want to do Star Wars Land. It's opening in Florida and California next year. Luckily it's opening in France because it's a lot easier to get to. Let's get into merchandise. Today in merchandise I have 2 pieces of merchandise from Disneyland Paris. This is not all I got. I have got some more merchandise which I'm planning to show in future shows. First we have this Disneyland Paris pin badge, which is the Hotel Santa Fe with Mickey there in the Mexican, the hotel I did stay in, and a little room key. But I like how we got the 2 park symbols with the water tower and the parking in since 1992. This was more expensive than the other pin badges I got, I don't know why. And pin badges are pretty expensive in Disney, but I thought I stayed in the hotel, why not get a pin badge for it? And I did like the pin badge as well. This is one of my most favourite pieces of merchandise now that I've ever got in a theme park. It's the Hollywood Tower Hotel bell. I really like this with the Hollywood Hotel written on the back of it and the logo of the hotel. This is such a nice piece of merchandise. I've got it on my desk at the moment. I like it how the ride is one of my favourite rides in the world. It's really well themed, and how it's based on the hotel and then making a bell that I really like having on my desk as well, like a reception. But they have some really good merchandise for the Hollywood Tower Hotel, t-shirts and new pins and all that. But there's these unique pieces like this bell, there's a room sign to put up, and then there's other stuff like do not disturb signs and like a custom room number you can get to put on your door, which is fantastic. So let's get into Guess the Ride. And this week you'll guess the ride. It is a Vekoma launch coaster. It opened with a park. It is the fastest roller coaster in France, and it is receiving a retheme soon. So if you know what that ride is, put it down in the comments below and you'll get a shout out in next week's shout out section of the show. Let's get into channel news. Channel news, and we'll be telling you about our future trips that are coming up now. It's March, I can't believe it's March again, the start of the UK theme park season. After this video we will put the final Disneyland Paris vlog on, which is the illumination fireworks from there. That'll be the next video online because that's the last Disneyland Paris vlog. But this Sunday I will be at the Chessington World of Adventures Annual Pass Preview Day. I'm so excited to get back there, and it's good it's March again because I really like the preview day. It's one of my favourite days of the year. Following Sunday then I will be at the Fort Park Annual Pass Preview Day. That was amazing last year, and we know this year it's got a better ride offering. Stealth will be open and Colossus hopefully won't have its technical difficulties like last time where it went halfway up the lift hill and stopped. And we know that some rides are obviously going to be closed, like I'm a Celebrity, and we don't know if The Walking Dead's opening, but we know it's probably going to be closed because they don't really want to open it. They're probably going to give it a big grand opening ceremony, you know, it's an intellectual property. And with Chessington, we know that Tiger Rock is not opening, that opens on May the 5th. Over Easter, we are having our Easter trip this year. We're on Good Friday, we'll be at Alton Towers checking out Wicker Man. I'm so excited for that. And then on Sunday and Saturday and Sunday, we don't know. One day we'll be at the Pleasure Beach, and the other day we're doing the Blackpool attractions. Like we'll be going up the Blackpool Tower Dungeons, Man and Two Swords, Blackpool, and the Sea Life in Blackpool. Also a bit of channel updates now. Shout outs is not in this week's episode of the show because this is the first one of this year. And there will be giveaways on this channel this year. Hopefully there'll be giveaways on this channel this year. And there'll be news in follow when I am going to do a giveaway. There's obviously not one today, but when there is one, I'll give you the information on what to do and how to enter the giveaway. That's it for this episode of the show. I'll see you at Chessington World of Adventures on Sunday. Bye.